Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing LEGO sets and building them and other LEGO related stuff. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at the LEGO Technic Bugatti Bolide. I'm actually not sure. I think it's kind of, I don't know. I'm going to say Bolide for now. This is set number 42151. It has 905 pieces, and I paid $50 for this set. This is exciting for me because I think this is the first kind of Technic set that I am featuring on my channel so far, at least in this capacity. I did recently build the Batman Technic set, and I've shown that set on my channel before in the DeLorean video as a size comparison, but also in some of the play scale the Batman Batmobile sets as a comparison. And so I did that Technic build, and I also did the Bat Cycle from that movie, the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, and I really liked the Bat Cycle build, but I haven't featured that on this channel yet either in an official capacity. So this is kind of the first real Technic either unboxing or build that I'm going to attempt to do on my channel, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. The thing that stuck out to me about this car is that it's sort of at a scale where it's not one of like the big, super expensive, crazy Technic supercars or something like that. It is in line with other vehicles at this scale and at this price point with a considerable amount more pieces, and I think kind of some more interesting techniques and maybe a little more complex build than some of the other similarly priced and similarly scaled LEGO Technic cars. So I'm really excited to look at this. And then the other reason that I've been sitting on this for a while and haven't put it together, but I believe LEGO has announced that they are releasing another LEGO Technic Bugatti Bolide in a sort of light blue or azure color. So it's basically the same set that'll be the same price, with, I think it doesn't have the CSR or something, CSR Racing, but other than that I think it's pretty much all exactly the same. It's just the color is a little different, and so I wanted to get this built and talk about it before that set comes out. So in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put it together, and then I'm going to give my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. And until then, enjoy! Okay, so that is this LEGO Technic Bugatti Bolide. This is interesting. I did have a lot of fun putting this together. Admittedly, I'm not the most advanced Technic builder, and I'm not the most experienced Technic builder. So there were some hiccups along the way, but I am sort of fascinated with in Technic, and one of the things that I've really liked about it is I have a somewhat okay understanding of different engineering subjects and how different mechanisms work and other stuff, and there's something really interesting about Technic because you don't build it in the same kind of linear fashion that you might a normal Lego like brick system build. And part of the reason for that is part of the reason is because you kind of have to build in a way that like you do one side and then do the middle and do the other side so you can lock it in all play in place. And I encountered that with the Batmobile Technic and with the Bat Cycle. And it was true here as well. Also, the Technic is interesting because it's a lot of like little sub-assemblies, I would call them. It's a lot of smaller things that then you attach on, you pin on, or you axle on, or you clip on in a way. And sometimes I might be doing a sub-assembly that attaches to another sub-assembly that attaches to another one, and I'm not really sure where it's going, but I've found it so rewarding once I figure it out, or once I get to that point in the instructions where I am attaching it to the finished thing. So I really, really enjoy that. So this was quite fun. We could take a look at the sticker sheet because there are a good amount of stickers on here, and I will go through as I go over the car and kind of point out ones. There are at least 1, 2, 3, 4 stickers, maybe up to 8, maybe up to 12 of these that I think should be prints, or I really, 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 really wish they were prints. And I think that would, just for like a creature comfort type thing, just because they're annoying to put on certain ones. And then the other one is just because I think that would elevate this a lot. But then there's a lot of other ones that I'm totally fine with on here, so that's okay. But there's a lot of stickers, pretty substantial sticker sheet, couple big ones. And then like for the number 20 sticker here, you have 8 of those to do. So a good amount of stuff there. But this is really, really, really cool. It's about 12 inches. So it's not the huge Technic sets. It is, I think, a good bit smaller than the, even like the Batmobile. I don't know how this compares to like a LEGO Icons kind of car. Let me grab one actually. Okay, so I have the Porsche, which is a Icons level brick built car that I have not featured on my channel yet. So if you're interested in my thoughts on this set, subscribe so you don't miss when I do a video on this. And as we can see, the Icons level car is a bit bigger, a bit longer, certainly taller. Now, I don't know if there's a ton of size difference between like the actual Bugatti Bolide versus a Porsche 911 or whatever this is. It could be that these are, well, I think it's probably likely that they're shorter, but I mean vertically. I don't know about length from tip to tail here, but you can see they're close in size, but they're not quite the same. So comparing this to some of the Icon series, it's a little bit smaller, about as wide, maybe just a bit smaller, but it also does, if this is displayed next to other Technic cars that are also next to brick built cars of this scale, I don't think it looks too out of place. So this is an okay scale, and it is close. I mean, it's very close to what this this Porsche is here. So that's good. 905 pieces. Good amount of stickers. The instructions is good, if a bit big. But I do really like that at the back of the instructions, there is, before the inventory, a nice look at, this is the, like, some shots of the Technic build. And this is like the, I don't know if it's a render or an actual picture of what a Bugatti Bolide would actually look like. So you can kind of compare this image to what we have. And I'm really, really happy about that. And then they also have some details explaining the features here. So good that that's in there. I really like that they included that for this. And I don't know if they do that for every Technic vehicle of this size. They may. I think actually my Batman set did also have that, but that's really cool. And this is great. The color really pops. I'm actually not sure if this is yellow or green. I think it's yellow. And as I mentioned, they are coming out with another version of this in blue. And one of the things I'll point out right away is I kind of wish I would have waited to get the blue version. Maybe I still will, because I know that many people, it's a common complaint or criticism about blue pins being visible in sets that otherwise don't have much blue in them, and so they stick out, like on a Star Wars ship where it's gray and black and stuff, and you get this random blue. Or recently on like the Ghost Rider mech, or you know, that I built recently, there was some blue axle pins, Technic stuff that stick out, and sometimes that's a problem. Obviously, they stick out here because they don't make those pins maybe in black or in yellow, or it would look weird in yellow or whatever. So those are blue. But on the upcoming version of this, in the kind of baby blue, azure, light azure, whatever color that is, I bet those pins don't stand out nearly as much. and they might actually look kind of cool. So that's a good choice for them to do it in that color as well. But I do really like this color. It's the black and yellow like really stands out. It's definitely a statement. It's more in your face, I think, than the blue will be. But really cool. And actually, I was surprised at how little yellow there is, or green if it's green, but I think it's yellow. Little color there is other than black, because from the box and from certain angles, I thought, oh wow, there is a lot of color. But I mean, for the most part, it's a big majority of just black pieces in here. And of course, on the bottom, we get different gray Technic beams and stuff like that. So this was really, really cool. Of course, you start with the kind of frame at the bottom. Then you build kind of one of the things that I'm calling like one of the features, which is, if I can see it under here, is kind of the like engine block at the back. And we can see some cylinders there. And those all move with the wheels when the back wheels turn. So it's a really cool mechanism, very cool to build. Let me see if I can get those. So you can kind of see those move as the back wheels turn there. And if we look at the bottom, we can see the kind of pretty simple mechanism to do that. Just a gear change here, and then, or like I don't know what they call them, but you know, 2 gears together there, transition, and then it goes to this, which are these kind of, I don't know what they call these, but you have those all at turn 90 degrees from each other. Otherwise, they're the same piece. But as those rotate, it hits these kind of pins or axle pieces that are kind of loose in there. And so it rotates them up and makes them look like they're functioning cylinders or pistons or whatever they are. Whatever part of an engine that is, they function a little bit. And I think that's really, really cool and really satisfying to build. And it works well. It just works. So that's really, really great. After you put together that bottom and the kind of engine stuff, I believe you start putting on some of the stuff up front. The front of this looks really great, very sleek, very fast, and that's awesome. We also can see one of the, I actually think the only print in this set, which is this Bugatti logo right here. Very, very tiny. Nice that that's a print. I really like this. The shaping on here, the angle is really, really good. And how they did these steps up in these like angled pieces here, I thought worked really, really well, even though it's relatively simple. So that was very, very cool for me. At the back, building around the back, you don't fill in the door or these panels or this until quite late in the game. So then I think we start doing some of the stuff back here. And as I showed from the instruction booklet, the back of this is quite unique and quite cool. We get this really awesome kind of like X pattern or star pattern using these red translucent bar elements there, but also like those Technic fin pieces coming out at interesting angles. So I really, really like that. Up to kind of like the spoiler up there. I think the back of this looks really cool, and I'm very pleased with that. I think I wasn't sure where the angle of the yellow ones were supposed to be, above or like below. There is some play in there, and I didn't know for sure where they were supposed to end up. But the instructions do a pretty good job. It's just like they could conceivably be higher or potentially lower, but they kind of find their spot to rest right above this piece, and then they kind of are locked in there, and I think that's really great. So the view from the back is super cool. And all of the lines back here, this is done well. It actually uses a Technic beam, but then some tiles, and there's a couple plates used as well. Couple tiles here, an angled plate and a tile there, so there is some studs on here. Um, but I think this is all pretty good. I did really like how the back sort of fenders are made. It's like I mentioned, kind of multiple sub-assemblies. You do like this one, then you do this one, then you put in this, then you attach this one to behind this one, and it comes together really nicely. But there is some, there's some movement in there just because of the nature of how it's constructed, but that's okay. And then you put these like fenders up front at the end. Those are printed as well. Very happy to see that. So I guess not just the Bugatti, there's also these front fenders that are printed, which is good, although the color match isn't perfect. The printed ones seem just a good amount duller than the actual ones here. And while we're doing that, I can just kind of point out all of these stickers here. So stickers on these, and we get sticker here, sticker here. Of course, on the top, this is a sticker, this is a sticker. Moving towards the back, both of these are stickers, as well as the striping. There's 2 stickers on top there. There's a sticker on each side of that fin. This is 2 stickers, same on the other side, 2 stickers, and this is 2 stickers back here. And these little bullseye looking pieces is a sticker on a 1x1 rounded tile, or just those circular tiles. And I did not like that. I was actually surprised to see that. I don't even know in Lego sets, like I feel like it's pretty rare for me to see stickers on 1x1 tiles, either a square tile or a rounded tile. It just feels like that's pretty uncommon. So I was pretty shocked to see that here. Would have liked those to have been printed. Their stickers, fine. I think you could probably leave them off and maybe it wouldn't change this too much. I mean, there might be people who leave all these stickers off this anyway. I'm not sure, but I didn't like putting those stickers on. I was actually very, very surprised to see that that was the case. I think that's everything kind of from the top. The sides are pretty much the same. The Bugatti sticker here, Lego sticker here, CSR sticker here, and I believe that CSR sticker is the one that will not be in the blue version of this vehicle. I'm not positive. Also, these disc like rim type pieces are stickers, and I wish those were printed as well. There is some difference, and the inside of this one there's a little bit of blue, and if I look on the other side I believe it is red. I don't know the significance of that, but I would rather have had those printed. So if I say these 4 for the wheels, the 2 up here, and what else did I want to be? Yeah, there's maybe a couple other ones that I think should have been prints as well. But, these are okay. They're not difficult to put on. They do look good. I just like those to be printed, especially when we're doing a lot of other stickers everywhere else. And then going to the back, there's a bunch more stickers here. This is where all those number 20 on the sticker sheet are, because there's stickers on each side of those and on the other side. And these are those kind of tiles with the wall coming up there, so more like studded stuff at the back. And I hate putting stickers on the inside, either on the like tile part or on the vertical part. These just have them on the vertical part. I really dislike putting stickers in there. It's just difficult for me, and I don't like doing it. And putting them on the back of these pieces, no problem. But and I ended up doing fine after the first one of those. The first one putting on the inside caused me problems, but then it's fine. I just don't like doing that, so those would have been great to be as prints, especially there's like 4 of them there that are all the same. So I felt like they maybe could have done those as a print. And then also looking at stickers, again, a 1x1 tile here, or this one's a square. This is sticker, and then a cheese slope. That's not super uncommon, especially on like speed champion sets. You might see something on that, and that's fine. But there's some other stickers there, and I think that's all of them. Oh, it isn't, because there are some details internally here, and I have mixed feelings about this too. You do this kind of early, but I'll show one of the kind of functions of this thing. Besides the cylinders at the back at the engine there, the front wheels can steer. We have like I think they call this the hand of God steering, where it's up on the top. It's pretty well hidden, this mechanism to steer, but that means the steering is not connected with the actual steering column in the driver's seat there. But besides those couple things, the doors can open, and I don't know if they call these, they're kind of like suicide doors or wing doors or butterfly doors maybe. I don't really know what they call them on this, but it creates a really nice effect from the top, I think, when the doors are open, and from the side. But I think the doors are kind of like comically small, as well as the interior of this being very, very small. The seating is weird and small, but if I can get some light in here, let me see if I can do this. One moment, forgive me. So we do get some sticker details on the seat pieces in there. It's still pretty hard to see with that lighting. You could see some of it, but there's two stickers on each of those like seat pieces, which I didn't really like putting those on either, because they're on like the inside of a curve on an angle in there, and I kind of wish those would be printed as well, or just not there. Those aren't too crucial of details. We do have one more print on the steering wheel, steering system. There's a print in the middle that has the same like EB or BE or whatever that is. And then there are 3 stickers on the dash. Let me just pop that off so we can get a better look at it. We get a kind of like GPS, a Bugatti thing with the same color, and the, parking reverse, neutral drive kind of thing there. So that's all on the dash, and then 2 stickers on each of the seats in here. So yeah, a lot of stickers. The ones on the inside are fine. I think the dash is nice, if a little delicate. The ones on the seats I don't care about at all, and I don't even think they look particularly that good, but it does, I think it's supposed to be like I don't know if it's 6-point safety belts there, but it looks like they have kind of a safety belt type design on those stickers, so that's fine. And then, like I mentioned, there is another print, and this is on a 1x1 rounded tile. This goes on the steering system inside, and nice, you get an extra one of those. So there are a couple more prints than I maybe thought at first. For whatever reason, I thought it was just that Bugatti one at the front. But so that one at the front, and these 2 fenders, and I think then that's it. I think this is really, really cool. I think it looks nice. I think I don't know what Technic's used for mostly, if it's used more for display or more for play. I know like Technic, the really big ones that cost a lot of money, are pretty incredible display pieces and very big, and I think there's a new one coming out, a Puget, whatever that company is called. I think there's a new one for them coming out. So I don't know if this is a play or display thing, or if people motorize these or power these in any way. For me, it's mostly going to be a display thing, and I don't have a ton of experience, as I said, with Technic, so it was kind of getting me into that. And I think this is cool looking, and I think it's pretty good value. $50 for 905 pieces. Obviously, the price per piece makes a lot of sense, but Technic pieces and pins and stuff like that are a little bit different. But there are other sets, either NASCAR sets, or I think there's a Mustang that is like the same scale and either have like a ton more stickers or way fewer pieces for the same price. So when I saw this being at like $905 for $50, when there was like, for example, a different car of the same size that had maybe like 550 pieces at $50, I thought like, well, why don't I get this one? Maybe it's probably more complicated. It's probably a more engaging build. And I'm not sure if that's true or not because I haven't built those other ones, but I did really enjoy this. I don't know how, the number of stickers in here is a lot in my opinion, but I don't know how it compares to other like Technic cars of this size, because some of those have a ton. If they're NASCAR or if they're whatever, there are just logos on every kind of face they can put something, it seems to me as an outsider. And so those might even have like even more stickers. This feels like they're well used for the most part. Some of them are pretty subtly used and disguised, and most of them I think are a net positive. There's just a couple that I wish were maybe done a little differently. But I really like this set. I think the value is here for sure. I think $50 for this is actually, yeah, pretty good. I really, really liked building it. It was challenging enough, but not like the next level up to the like super cars of Technic, or even some of the more, I don't know about like Technic John Deere stuff, or there's like a level of Technic that gets very, very advanced. And I think this is kind of like in that middle price point and that middle kind of difficulty that is a really good sweet spot for me as someone who's kind of new to the system here, the building system. And I really enjoyed this. I think I don't know if I would have liked the blue one better or not. I may end up getting the blue one. We will see. I think it's going to be identical, so that's always sometimes, it's sometimes not the most fun to do the same build just again, especially like the exact same build. But I did enjoy doing this, and I could see myself wanting to do the other one, especially to just have both of them and compare and contrast them. And the blue color is pretty appealing to me, and so then or I could also sell this one or give this one away as well. So we'll see when that releases how I feel, but my overall feeling of this is pretty good. As someone who's not into Technic, not necessarily into cars, I've done now this one, the Batmobile from the Batman, and the Bat Cycle, and I liked all three of them well enough. So yeah, this is pretty good. This is good to me. I'm really, really happy with it. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the other videos on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO and Technic videos I will be doing in the future. I forgot to show the extra pieces here. So we get some Technic pins, some axles, extra of that printed tile, extra of like the tube element here, extra of a bar element, some bushings, some whatever extra pieces about what you could expect, and that's okay. Let me see if I can find focus. It's broken. Anyway, that is the extra pieces for this set, and as I said, and I will say it again, if you like this video, consider subscribing or liking the video, and leave a comment and do all the stuff. I appreciate anybody that is watching and still watching, so thank you, and until next time, bye.